Hey guys, welcome to some Black Ops 3 multiplayer, and today this is theater mode. We got the breach kill confirmed, and we're going to be talking about Call of Duty 2016, and it's more of I'm worried about Call of Duty 2016, not that I'm hating on Black Ops 3, because Black Ops 3 is one of my favorite Call of Duties ever. Okay, so one thing Infinity Ward needs to do is they need to do the exact same thing that Black Ops 3 did to start off this game. No, no, nope. No? No, no. I always forget. No, it's not that. There we go. What? Okay. So today we are going to be talking about Call of Duty 2016, about Infinity Ward, and they do need to start off at E3 just like Black Ops 3 did, and they do need to start off with multiplayer gameplay at E3. That's one thing Black Ops 3 did. They started the multiplayer hype train sort of thing. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, look at the multiplayer, it's amazing. But yeah, of course, everybody's going to want to play the multiplayer. Secondly, they need to include a beta. Beta is very, very important, mainly because, number one, they can improve and not have the terribleness of Ghost and the failures. And they also, they need to change it up, but they also don't need to change it up. I think they should do boots on the ground. You know, none of this exo jumps. And one thing about Black Ops 3 is very, very, very fast paced. And I think Black Ops 3 is almost faster in that you can get across the map faster because of the exo slide, and the thrust is more vertical. It's not as vertical. It's more horizontal. So you can get across the map faster than Advanced Warfare. Though I think with the exo jump, and then you could boost forward or whatever, maybe. But that's one thing about Black Ops 3. It is very, very fast-paced still, and I think they need to slow that down. I went back to play Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2. I felt like I was a snail. And one thing I did, though, is I got used to that, and it felt 10 times better walking as a snail than it did flying around the map. It puts in that skill effect thing in back into the game that, you know, there's choke points in the map. I mean, there's flow in Black Ops 3, but I noticed that the flow is different, almost. You know, the map's flow, there's, you know, feels like Call of Duty, but it's almost cheesy in a way that this exo jump, let's fly around the map, yay, sort of feeling that it gives you, even though this game is very good. Bright maps, bright, colorful maps. You know, one thing I did, there's this picture, if you haven't seen it, I don't know, go check it out somewhere, I'm sure. It's then versus now, it's Call of Duty, it's Advanced Warfare, it's a guy in the gingerbread man suit, whatever. I guess that was released after Black Ops 3. It looks absolutely ridiculous, and it's funny. And then there's the Call of Duty COD 4 ghillie suit, and I say, wow, that's kind of ridiculous. Why am I a gingerbread man and this is supposed to be a game simulating war first-person shooter like this? What the heck? And then there's a map of Splash, bright and colorful, and COD 4, I think it's Bog, I want to say, yes. But the one thing about the maps is more people like colorful maps. That's one thing you think is kind of weird. Like this map, Breach. It's dull. It's really dull. It looks like someone was, you know, you're fighting here, kind of. What it doesn't, this is not a liked map just because of how it looks. You know, Nuketown, this is one explanation which I do think they could have done, is the old Nuketown versus the 2020, not 2025, versus the Nuketown with the Nuketown Black Ops 3 Nuketown. Okay? Because that is absolutely a good point. Right there, if you look at that. You know, it's colorful, but it's not bright. It looks like you're gonna fight there. It looks like a war, kind of. You know, you got two houses, whatever, but it's not as cheesy as futuristic, fake grass, weird crap. I don't know. That they need to take a step back. And one thing I think Call of Duty could do, and I think this could be a great idea and something that would always make every game fresh and different, and no one would be Like, it's the same thing, copy paste. Now it's just future. Okay, every Call of Duty is gonna be in the future. I think what they should do is one Call of Duty should be in the future, like Black Ops 3 or whatever, or Advanced Warfare 2. Hopefully not. I cross my fingers. But even if they do, I hope there isn't bunny hop warfare. One in the modern era, and one in the past during Vietnam, World War II, World War I, was something like that. Therefore, every single Call of Duty is fresh. It's new. It's not this copy paste thing that everybody keeps saying. Blah blah. Even though every game's different, I don't know how when people say every COD's the same. No, it's not. They're done by different developers. It's sure Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 look exactly the same, and they almost play the same. It's kind of ridiculous. Except Modern Warfare 3 is almost like a polished Modern Warfare 2 in that way. It's better. It is better than Modern Warfare 2, but it's not better because Modern Warfare 2 was the original. What they did, the campaign finished up. The campaign in Modern Warfare 2 was amazing. That campaign is fantastic. So it is. I like the Modern Warfare 3 when you start off, you get in submarine. I'm getting off topic, but Infinity Ward needs to. Of course, they're gonna have a solid campaign. Everybody knows that. The multiplayer needs to be solid. The extra game mode extinction, I don't care about. The only extra game mode I've ever cared about was zombies, and not the Advanced Warfare zombies. That was very, very bad. In that, well, it wasn't bad. It was fun, but it was not what I wanted to see. So I don't really care about extinction. There's gonna be fans out there, and I think it was better than, it was definitely better than the extra whatever game modes, and more people liked it. I personally, one thing I liked was the survival mode in Modern Warfare 3 and Advanced Warfare. I never played it in Advanced Warfare because it was Advanced Warfare. But I actually liked that. A lot of people hated that. I don't know why. I loved it. It was fun. But it wasn't, I'm gonna sit there all day and play this like I could with zombies. Infinity Ward, don't worry about that. Solid multiplayer, you need to have it balanced, which should help. If you have a beta, this needs to be all next gen. Please don't have the Xbox 360 and PS3, and I'm not talking about, they don't deserve it or whatever, but the systems have gotten a lot cheaper, and, you might not be able to afford it, but that sucks because basically, if you're gonna get a Call of Duty, it's gonna look absolutely terrible. And I don't know why you would want that, even though I'm sure there's other games that are much better than whatever. I don't know what Black Ops 3 even looks like, but basically that's what I'm saying. Now, Infinity Ward you can't melt people. One thing about Black Ops 3, you melt people, but you don't melt as fast as Ghost. It's not melting as fast as Ghost does, and it's ridiculous, but people die very quickly in this game, and I think that's to counter the exo movement stuff, which is, makes sense, whatever, it's not that bad. But you can't melt people in 3 bullets like Ghost. That was absolutely ridiculous. It made no sense. There's no such thing as gun balance. There's, you'd say there's gun balance. There were like 5 or 6 guns you could use. There was more than Advanced Warfare, I can tell you that. In Black Ops 3, no. Black Ops 3 can use almost every single gun. There's not a single gun in the assault rifle class that I don't use. I say, this gun is bad. What the heck is wrong with it? So gun balance needs to be there. They need to use every single gun. You can't have melters. The maps need to go to the 3-lane, and I think they're going to. I think one of the problems with Ghost was us saying the maps need to change, whatever. That was their way of changing it. Infinity Ward maps before were about equal and sometimes even better than Treyarch's. They definitely put out some fantastic maps. Even in Ghost, they managed to put out 2 or 3 fantastic maps. It's Ghost. They managed to do that in Call of Duty Ghost. So I think if they go with the 3 lanes, I'm 100% they will. Hopefully they go in boots with the ground, so it changes it up. They'll probably have the specialist. I don't know how you'll have to implement that. I think there'll be it'll take us back to the modern era. It will be less cheesy. Black Ops 3 isn't cheesy. Splash is pretty cheesy. One of those maps comparison. It looks cheesy, but bright, colorful maps supposed to be like. Something like Redwood. That's a perfect map right there. It looks like you're fighting in a war. I'm just looking at Fringe is a perfect map like that. But it's not. It's bright and colorful. That's something you need to do. Not Breach. Breach, it looks good, but it doesn't. It's not a good map. Skyjack is, Nuketown, whatever. The colors of the map don't matter. That doesn't matter. It needs to be bright and colorful, though. That's how the map plays. There needs to be flow. Infinity Ward, please give me a good game. I trust you. You came out with the best Call of Duties ever. Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, Modern Warfare 3. This, in my opinion, like the 4th best COD because it was my first COD, so I have some biases. But still, remember to like and subscribe for more content and stay derpy.